We are now on page 3 as it is about to transfer to page 4. As with the other pages, the transfer is automatic. When the countdown timer hits 0, you will find yourself transferred to page 4. The first thing that you'll notice when page 4 loads is the timer counting down from 60 seconds in the upper left-hand corner. Do not be confused about what this timer means. This timer signifies the amount of time until the next group will reach page 4 and can begin selecting. The timer does not limit in any way the amount of time that you have to finish your selection. Once you are on page 4, you can take as much time within reason to finish your selection. Some groups take just a few seconds, others take an hour or more. You will be notified by the housing office of the deadline by which you must complete selection, usually at some point during the next business day. When the timer hits 0, you will see a message saying that another group is eligible to begin selecting. Below the timer, you'll see a light blue bar that shows the number of groups that might be in the process of selecting. This will always be a small number. It is the groups that have hit page 4 before you but haven't completed selecting yet, plus any groups that might have come in after you. Page 4 gives you up to 4 different options for completing your group selection. No matter which method you choose, you will always finish selection the same way. Let's take a look at the different methods. If the watch list is available during your phase of selection, and if you've added items which are still available, you can select one by clicking on the Select link next to that residence. You will not be able to select any residences that are no longer available. Clicking on the link will show you a final overview screen. You will see the Details and Diagrams link if you want to revisit that information about the residence again. Next, you'll see a Click to Select link. If you want to select this residence, click on the link. You will see one final page asking you to verify your selection. On this page, you will see a red countdown timer. You have 20 seconds on this page to finalize your selection. If you do not finalize within this amount of time, you will be sent back to page 4. We will finalize selection a little bit later on in this demonstration. The second method of selecting is called direct selection. If you know the exact room, apartment, or townhouse your group wishes to select, you can indicate the building and residence using the appropriate boxes. Again, as with building your watch list, the room and apartment numbers must be correctly formatted. Use the link provided to ensure proper formatting. We will now indicate that we want to select Henley Apartment 50. Entering this residence, you will see the final overview screen we saw earlier in the demonstration. Instead of proceeding further, we'll now return to page 4 to see the next method for selecting. The third option for selecting is Browse by Building, which is identical to the tool we saw on pages 2 and 3. Clicking on the Browse link next to one of the buildings will show you all available residences for that complex. Click on the Click to Select link next to the residence you want to select, and you'll move to the final verification screen. We will now return to page 4 to look at the fourth selection method. The final method of selecting is Browse by Feature. This will let you build a query based on the physical inventory database to see if there are any available residences that match your specifications. For example, let's see if there are any residences available that are at least 800 square feet, has a loft in the bedroom, and has 2 full bathrooms. Clicking on the Search button, we see there is a small handful of residences that meet our requirements, and we can complete selection from this point. Note that the query factors in all of the criteria you specify. The more criteria you enter, the narrower your search results will be, and you may even preclude any matches if you enter too many criteria. No matter which selection method you choose, your group will always finalize selection the same way. It's important to remember that once your selection is finalized, you will not be able to change your selection, and your group will not be able to re-enter the selection system. Finalize your selection by clicking on the Click to Select link. On the final verification screen, click the Click here to select this residence button. Once you click this button, you will see a confirmation screen stating that your selection has been recorded. All group members will receive a confirmation email and will be able to see the selected residence in the Assignment Information section on your Housing at a Glance page. This concludes the video demonstration for using the online selection system. More information about the system, along with tools you can use to inform you about residences available during selection, can be found on your Housing at a Glance page.